he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You say you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means.
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man.
Kind of, in the most respectful way, like make him regret, coming out of retirement, to face me.
The boxing community is stunned following news that emerged regarding Manny Pacquiao's practice session in preparation for his match against Mario Barrios. His training partner acknowledged they worked out together, but declined to reveal any specifics about the session. When questioned about whether he had knocked out Pacquiao, he allegedly chuckled without providing a direct reply. This vague reaction has fueled rumors about Pacquiao's present shape and raised doubts about whether he's genuinely ready for the upcoming fight.
Now you're a big deal. And didn't you spar Manny Pacquiao around that time?
Yeah.
How's Manny Pacquiao in the ring?
Oh, man, we worked so much. We worked so much together. Freddie Roach, I can quote him. He said that the best fights, sparring he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You say you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means. I have amnesia.
Okay.
Veteran coach Robert Garcia has expressed major concerns about Manny Pacquiao's comeback, stressing that at 46 years old, the chances are strongly against him. Garcia thinks returning to the ring is a poor choice, pointing to the harsh physical demands of today's boxing scene and the high level of danger for someone long past their peak. He noted that while Manny has achieved more than most fighters ever will, time defeats everyone. The age difference between Pacquiao and today's top-level competitors is impossible to overlook. Garcia says the speed, reactions, and stamina that once defined Pacquiao just aren't the same anymore. And in a match of this caliber, that could be the deciding factor.
Lastly, Robert, do you think Pacquiao wins this fight?
Man, look, Pacquiao's is a legend. He's a legend. He's everybody, myself, Mexicans, people love him because he's just such a great person. He helps a lot. Everything he does is to help people out, and I know of so many stories of people that he's helped, things that he's done in his country. So you can't help not like him and not wish him well. But I got 36. It's too hard.
46, yeah. 46.
Oh, my bad. 46. Yeah. He's 4 years younger than me, man. I don't see myself even able to, box for 12 rounds against a young fighter. Even though Barrios might be the lighter of the welterweight division,
right.
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man. But it's done. It's been done before, man. Foreman done it. Hopkins did it. Leonard came back. Also and did it after a long retirement. So, is it possible? Yeah. Does he have the talent to do it? Yeah. Was he one of the best fighters of all times? Yeah. So we could see him pull it off, man. But I really don't. I don't see it happening.
Sports experts have shown reluctance to fully support Pacquiao's return. Their skepticism isn't about questioning his legacy, but rather based on the current situation. Still, they recognize that Manny's comeback wasn't a casual decision. Choosing to end retirement at this point shows a powerful inner motivation and unwavering self-belief. They suggest that a fighter like Pacquiao wouldn't take such a gamble unless he genuinely believed he could still perform. Though they avoid bold forecasts, some admit that Manny's determination and fighting spirit might be enough to push him through. If his fitness is on point and his timing clicks during the match, a surprise victory is still possible.
Everyone's going to be paying attention. I know I have been these last couple of weeks, watching all these old fights, looking at interviews, watching him train. It just makes you think, like, does he have one more in him? I don't know. He thinks so. And we're going to watch him try at least.
Against Mario Barrios, he's going to be looking for the WBC World Tour World titles. Eh?
Yeah. Barrios is a world champion in a welterweight division that is about as weak as I've ever seen it. I think probably people older than me won't ever remember. This might be the weakest welterweight division in history, especially with the removal of Ennis, who's likely seen his last fight at welterweight. I do believe that there are guys coming up in the pipeline that are pretty good welterweights, but they're not at the championship, or they're not getting the championship shot quite yet. But if there's a moment in time where an older fighter can jump in and maybe steal a moment or steal a belt and win a championship and do something special, it's probably right now. It's not. It's Mario Barrios losing the welterweight title isn't exactly Michael Moore losing the heavyweight title to George Foreman, when Moore had just beaten Amanda Holyfield. It was a shock when Foreman beat him, but nonetheless, it's still an accomplishment. And I think, dude, I think Barrios sucks. So I think I think
Mario Barrios hasn't held back when speaking about his goals for the fight. The young, self-assured boxer stated that Manny Pacquiao's choice to come out of retirement is a mistake he'll end up regretting. Barrios has been carefully analyzing Pacquiao's recent training videos and adjusting his own prep to match. He highlighted the noticeable drop in Manny's speed and conditioning in the footage, making it clear that age isn't just a number. It's a serious factor at the highest level of the sport. Barrios made it known that while he respects Pacquiao's past accomplishments, the version he's about to face isn't the same one who ruled the ring 10 years ago. He plans to take full advantage of this chance to elevate his own career by convincingly defeating a legend.
In this camp.
So yeah, then I guess I'll put it this way: like, I don't think based on that, then you should be surprised with anything Manny does, or is it like, well, we'll see with the first punch how that mimics the sparring?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the best way, right? Because I mean, again, we have been trying to mimic or trying to get the looks that Manny brings as best as we can, but still, everything it's gonna come down to fight night. I'm still preparing for the best version of like Manny that I can. I'm not going in there expecting to be like facing an old man. So yeah, I'm expecting it to be fast and to be moving. So yeah, I'm just expecting the best from him.
I would think because you're younger, that the later the fight goes, the more it's in your favor, right? Like, do you guys feel that?
I feel that I have confidence, and the longer the fight goes, right? It's I mean it's my job to go in there and yeah, like make him feel like the old man, make him feel kind of in the most respectful way, like make him regret coming out of retirement, to face me, but make him question, right? Like why did I come back for this?
Multiple analysts, including a particularly outspoken panel of 11 experts, have voiced worries about Pacquiao's physical state. They recall his most recent bout, which failed to end decisively, and note that his performance lacked the precision and movement that once defined his style. The general agreement leans toward the view that this fight involves serious risk, especially when factoring in Mario Barrios' strength and endurance. Many believe that if Manny can't maintain the tempo or handle damage the way he once could, a knockout isn't just possible, it's likely. While some respect his bravery, most agree that stepping back into the ring at 46 against a younger, active fighter is a high-risk move.
Manny Pacquiao's gonna get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, Mario Barrios is far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year, and he arguably lost to a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. This dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch, around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about this fight.
Coach Joel Diaz shared his perspective on the matchup with a balance of respect and honesty. He recognized Pacquiao's legendary career and countless achievements, but emphasized that age is a real factor that can't be overlooked. Diaz pointed out that Barrios, being significantly younger, holds a natural edge in energy, recovery, and physical sharpness. In his view, While Manny was once known for his speed and clever movement, those skills inevitably fade over time.
Yeah. Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger. He's big. He's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
One of the biggest concerns surrounding Manny Pacquiao is his age and extended time away from the sport. After being out of professional competition for several years, the physical and mental challenges of returning to the highest level are enormous. Time outside the ring impacts more than just stamina and muscle memory. It also affects a fighter's ability to adjust to the modern tactics of younger opponents. In boxing, where timing and rhythm are critical, even a split-second delay in reaction can lead to a punishing shot. Manny's past achievements are beyond question. But as many critics point out, greatness alone can't turn back time.
I think people are forgetting Pacquiao has a championship fight this weekend against Mario Barrios. And I don't know what to really think about this one. So, I took a screenshot of this and circled it. Pacquiao's 46 years old. See status inactive. And, I don't know. I don't know how, one, they gave this guy a license to have this fight. I get Manny Pacquiao, who he used to be, and how truly good he really was. Not that guy anymore. Going against a guy who's young and Mario Barrios and talented. And then if you look at Pacquiao's resume going into this fight. So obviously you have his loss in 2015 to Mayweather. And we'll just go up. I mean, look, he beat Bronner in 2019. That win didn't age too well, but it's a very good win. Beats Keith Thurman, who beat Barrios. And he loses to Ugas in UD, who, by the way, gets cooked by Barrios 2 years later. Pacquiao, at this point, will have had a 4-year layoff going into this fight. Or a 3-year and 11-month layoff, if you look at that. Going into a championship fight against a guy who's young and decently talented. Is it a winnable fight? Yes, it is. Manny Pacquiao's 46 years old. He's an old man. I doubt he will get the job done. Don't be surprised if he does, though. Don't be surprised. I hope he does. I mean, who doesn't like Manny Pacquiao? But we'll see. But what do we think? Should Pacquiao even have a license to be boxing this week?
Analyst Sean Zittel strongly believes this fight represents the closing chapter of an era. He predicts Barrios will earn a clear-cut win, leading Manny Pacquiao to officially announce his retirement from boxing. According to Sean, this bout won't just add another loss to Pacquiao's record. It will symbolize a changing of the guard. He praises Manny for accepting the challenge and facing a tough opponent, but points out that Barrios' hunger and consistent activity give him a definite advantage.
The jab is what can neutralize Pacquiao. It's what helped Ugas neutralize Manny in between those bursts that you know are coming. So we'll see. My first thought of this fight was Sugar Ray Leonard when he came back against Hector Camacho. I think we get Barrios winning, and I think Manny announces an emotional retirement in the ring in a beautiful moment after the fight. He's one of those guys that needs to lose against an ordinary type of fighter like Barrios to truly know it's over, because without a shadow of a doubt, 10 years ago, he would have handled Barrios with ease, and that's not a diss to Barrios. So you got to lose to a Joe Smith. You got to lose to a Mario Barrios. Manny is one of the fighters that won't stop until you make him stop. So Saturday night, I think Mario Barrios finally makes him stop.
There's no question that this fight is a major gamble for Manny Pacquiao. By returning to the ring, he's putting more than just a win or loss on the line. He's risking damage to both his legacy and long-term health. After spending years building one of the most respected careers in boxing, a weak showing now could tarnish that reputation. Even more concerning, every punch he absorbs at this stage of life could have far greater consequences than it would have during his prime. Experts have voiced serious concerns, saying no championship or paycheck is worth the physical cost a dangerous matchup like this could bring. Former opponent Chris Algieri, who once fought Pacquiao, offered a blunt evaluation. He warned that if Pacquiao struggles to find his rhythm and stability early in the fight, things could quickly spiral out of his control. According to Algieri, a strong start is crucial for any fighter returning after a long layoff, especially against a sharp, driven opponent. If Manny can't take charge or land meaningful shots in the opening rounds, Barrios will likely seize the momentum and dominate. In Algieri's view, a rough beginning could result in a disastrous ending, and he fears this may be one of Pacquiao's toughest nights in the ring.
This is going to be a bad night for Manny. One of the things that I really thought made Manny special, and what I noticed in the ring too, was his first step. He was so damn fast. Fastest hands I ever fought in a ring was Amir Khan. Fastest first step was Manny Pacquiao. His ability to pull the trigger early on, pop that straight left hand right down the middle. If I see him go out there, pop that straight left hand on the heavy-footed Mario Barrios, bangs him, cracks him with her left hand early, I'm like, okay, we got to fight. If I see him falling out of position, being off balance, getting square, and getting countered early on, I'm gonna know right away this is gonna be a bad night for me.
Despite rising concerns, some boxing analysts remain optimistic. They argue that Manny Pacquiao, as an 8-division world champion, holds a level of knowledge and experience that can't be taught or duplicated. These supporters believe that while Barrios may be younger, he doesn't possess the ring intelligence and adaptability that Manny has built over decades. They highlight Pacquiao's long track record of defying expectations and suggest that this fight could be yet another example of him doing just that.
Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against a young fighter, champion WBC, Mario Barrios. How do you see that fight playing out?
Barrios is a tall guy, and he's a tough guy. You know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because Pacquiao is champion, the holder of the records of 8 divisions, and he knows how to fight, he knows how to win, so you always got to give it that opportunity for him to show up. And now whoever shows up in that ring, whether it's a desire to win or just try to be there, that's a question that we have to see. But I believe that he has the ability to do something to win the fight against Barrios.
It doesn't matter anything. I mean, Manny's already a winner, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's just to step in and to keep challenging himself at his age. I mean, that's he's already won. So it doesn't matter what the outcome is.
July 19th, we've got Manny Pacquiao getting back at the ring at the age of 46 against a young, hungry champion, Mario Barrios.
Doesn't matter, knockout. You know, nothing against the other guy, by the way. Shout out to you. You probably have a great future ahead of you after this fight. But I'm predicting maybe a 7th round knockout. You know, it's gonna be a little brutal. Head's gonna be on the ground. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely betting on it. So we'll see.
I think it's nothing Manny can't handle. I think if Manny fights Manny's fight, I think he beats him. And I think, and this is where I say it might be shock the world, I think he could unify the title. I really do. I still think he's got the ability at 46 to do something that will shock the world. I believe that.
At a certain age, even as great as Ray is, he's not the Ray Leonard who became the world champion, one of the greatest fighters in history. So age takes a toll. I mean, Manny actually walked in when I was working out in the ring. And I said, you know, let me tell you something. Age really has nothing to do with this. And I'm 82, so, you know, I think you train hard, you're working hard, you've got the skills, but, you know, let's be realistic. It's a split-second sport. Right?
You nearly hit me.
Nearly. That's why I said nearly. So you still got it.
There are still voices in the boxing community who believe in Pacquiao's magic. They argue that a fighter of his caliber should never be counted out. Even at 46, his entire career has been built on proving people wrong. Supporters say this could be one more moment where he beats the odds. They emphasize that determination, discipline, and self-belief have driven him to greatness before, and could do it again.
Here's what Shane Mosley thinks about Manny Pacquiao's upcoming fight.
I'm telling you what I feel right now. I think that he's going to do really, really good, and I think that it's a really strong possibility that he wins the world title. He gets up every morning, does his run, he works very hard. I'm listening to what he's doing and his mentality. Or I talked to him the other day. I was like, he sounds exactly like me. My mentality, he has my mentality. Like we have the same. We're like walking the same type of thing. You know, he's 46, I'm 53, but it's like we're almost the same. I don't really know Barrios like that, so I can't really speak about it. That's why I'm like hesitant. But see what I see with Manny. Yeah, I think that.
Shane Mosley, another seasoned boxing veteran, shared a more hopeful outlook after watching Pacquiao's training camp. He noted that Manny has been training with serious intensity and focus, appearing both physically fit and mentally sharp. According to Mosley, if Pacquiao brings that same level of energy into the ring, he could exceed expectations and deliver a much stronger performance than many are predicting.
Okay, so a few more days, the Pacquiao Barrios. And of course, I'm here with Alex. Who better knows Pacquiao than Alex? How do you see the fight going down?
I think it's a good fight. I think Manny, they picked a good opponent. The blueprint's already there. Margarito, only not as big. So Manny just has to do the same thing.
Easier said than done, but you know, a lot of, because of course I've watched a lot of analysts, experts, they're saying, yes, that's the blueprint. Can he do it at 46?
If I was privy to what he's doing, then I would say, I'd be able to say yes or no, but I'm not. Like, again, like with my teams, we have a dietitian, we have a chef, we have a recovery doctor. We know where our fighter is, and he's only 21, Manny's 46. So they should be checking his blood, finding out what his optimal levels are, what he's probably deficient in, what he's not deficient in, you know, what they have to, so they should be all on top of that.
Can you make a good assumption based on what you see on training and videos if he's in good condition?
I don't see anything. All I see is the same thing, to be honest. I see him doing a lot of shadow boxing. They don't show sparring, so we don't really know.
So you can't really test if his condition.
No,
Alex Ariza, who has previously worked with Pacquiao, offered a more critical viewpoint. He pointed out that Manny's training methods haven't evolved much from what he used during his prime, and warned that this could be a serious issue. Ariza stressed that what was effective in Manny's 20s likely won't deliver the same results in his 40s. The body responds differently with age, and sticking to old routines might not be enough to stay competitive at the highest level today. In Ariza's opinion, without a change in strategy, Manny could find himself outmatched once the fight gets underway.